SAP Fioneer empowers insurers with technology solutions to grow and transform at scale and speed and conquer new opportunities. Today, they will show and tell how they support insurers in reducing time to market and increasing product conversion rates by utilizing embedded insurance opportunities. This enables insurers to easily assemble fit-to-market insurance propositions, digitize them and offer them through a high number of distribution channels and partners. Next on stage, SAP Fioneer.
Hello, good morning everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Nikola Jokic, Managing Director for Insurance at SAP Fioneer, and happy to have on stage today with me our colleague, also named Nikola, who is our dedicated product owner. So, as you can see, we try to simplify things at SAP Fioneer, so mainly everyone is called Nikola. With that said, I would like to highlight something which we already all know. I think insurance is greatly impacted by digital transformation, which is posing a number of challenges to insurance carriers. Traditionally, insurers had to serve very limited number of distribution partners and channels, such as their own channels like agents or own customer portals, traditional partners like banks and brokers, and few others like aggregators. With this relatively small number of distribution partners, the products that were offered to those channels were highly standardized. Today's world looks quite different. I think with traditional industry borders falling away, we see emergence of ecosystems and insurance being distributed by diverse range of distribution partners, and moreover, it's getting increasingly embedded into broader user journeys. As number of these collaborations actually assume B2C and B2B2C scenarios, we see also increasing demand for, let's say, highly personalized propositions that are tailored to specific needs of partners and their target customer groups. At SAP Fioneer, we are working on a product that we hope will enable insurers to stay relevant and play an active role in newly created ecosystems. That product is called Engagement Hub, and it sits between, on the bottom, insurance core systems of the carriers and in front, distribution itself. Let me highlight a few key capabilities of a product. So first of all, fast assembly of tailored propositions based on white label products coming from the core system. Next to that, what we also see as a trend, possibility to actually bundle those products, own products of a carrier, with products and insurance and non-insurance services from other carriers and third-party service providers. And lastly, capability to digitize and integrate those propositions and offerings into front-end solutions, into portals of partners by leveraging, on one hand, simple product-driven or use-case-driven APIs, then widgets, which is getting increasingly more popular, so seamless integration into these propositions into portals, and lastly, in some scenarios, also branded microsites. With that, I want to hand over to Nikola, who will actually guide you to a demo.
Thanks, Nikola. Hi, I'm Nikola, product owner of Engagement Hub within SAP Fioneer. So, Engagement Hub is all about reducing insurers' time to market and increasing product conversion rates by utilizing existing embedded insurance opportunities. We are enabling insurers to serve a high number of digital channels and partners with quickly assembled fit-to-market insurance offerings, otherwise known as propositions. The basis of every proposition is a standardized, white-label, feature-rich product imported from the core insurance suite, which we are seamlessly integrating into insurers' and partners' existing journeys. Here you can see available base product imported into Engagement Hub. Each of them can be tailored into a proposition able to fulfill the needs of a target channel or a customer group. Now, I will create one short-term travel insurance proposition. Travel insurance is just one example of the variety of use cases able to be fulfilled with Engagement Hub. Once the base product is selected, the system retrieves all configurations predefined in the core insurance suite. All those configurations in the Engagement Hub are used as restrictions and guidelines during the narrowing. When we say narrowing, we mean predefining offerings based on the customer needs, making it easier for the customer to opt when interested. Here, insurers are able to configure as many packages or different options as they would like to propose to the end customers, choose which coverages each option will contain, and even predefine various coverage attributes, all while following restrictions and guidelines defined in the core. We believe that the real opportunity of creating a great proposition does not lie simply in the narrowing of the base product, but in bundling the configured proposition with various services that are able to make the proposition stand out. Here, insurers are able to decide if they would like to bundle the configured proposition with any of the services that either they themselves or their partners can fulfill. All the services you see here are imported from the insurers or third-party relevant systems, and users simply can assign any number of services to each defined package. In this example, I will assign the airport taxi option to the ultimate package. On the attributes step, insurers are able to configure other attributes that are relevant to converting this proposition into a policy. For each attribute, they are able to define how it will be populated, whether by asking the end customer directly, in which case they can predefine the question for the customer and scope the possible answers as well, populating it by the partner for whom we are creating this proposition, or simply predefining it in the engagement hub. This level of flexibility enables insurers to utilize the known customer data within the ecosystem and basically ask the customers only to answer the unknown set of data. In that way, streamlining the customer decision-making process. Our propositions can easily be embedded into existing insurers and partners' channels using one of the available integration options. In the case of a widget, we have a live preview of the embeddable widget where changes made in terms of theming, coloring, texts, and media content are immediately visible. All those properties are automatically determined by choosing the partner for whom we are creating this proposition in order to make the widget aligned with the partner's brand identity. As this is the step where it all comes together, on the live preview we can see question with the possible scoped answers that we have predefined earlier for the customer, packages, and services we defined in the previous steps. Optionally, we are also able to restrict the duration of a proposition to align it with any of the ongoing or future campaigns that are required that exist actually. Finally, we reach the summary step, where all configurations made in the previous steps are available to be reviewed or edited if needed. Upon publishing of the proposition, proposition is actually live and immediately visible in the proposition library, a place where we collect all the propositions. And now our partners can easily embed the proposition into their end widget into their existing user journeys by following the required integration steps. Now back to Nicola for other closing words.
Thanks, Nicola. So I hope you could get a glimpse into our engagement hub and how potentially it can help insurers to deal with the explosion of number of distribution partners and also the need to create highly personalized propositions. If you'd like to learn more about the product, and please come by. We are at our booth. We are in a kiosk area, so we'll be more than happy to share more insights about the product, where we are, and how we can actually collaborate together on it. Thanks a lot for attending and joining us today.